Teacher Joe, please, it's paining me. In a small town, there lived a man called Joe. He is one of the best teacher in the community high school. The children love him and he is very free with them. The parents in the community love him. He is loved by all because of his dedication to his work. After work each day, the children in the neighborhood and in his compound come to his house to play. He normally plays video games for them because he closes by 2 p.m. so he is free during the day till night. He also helps some of the children to do their homework, and so the parents in the compound and the neighborhood love him so much. The weekends, especially on Saturdays, he will organize some of the children in his sitting room and teach them. And then on Sundays, he goes to church. So the parents in the community and the neighborhood always talk good about him and they love him so much. Anytime he's coming back from the church or anywhere, the children in the neighborhood will rush and hug him. He normally buys sweets for them if he's coming back. This made the children love him so much. Amongst the children, there was a 10-year-old girl called Miracle. Her parents waited for so many years before they could conceive her. She was everything to them. Her mother was a trader in the community market. She sells vegetable. And the father is a taxi driver. So he usually come home late from work. The people in the community wonder why women don't visit Teacher Joe as a young man. This made them trust him with their children. Miracle is a very brilliant girl. She doesn't like doing her homework, so one day her mother calls Teacher Joe to come and be doing home lesson for their daughter. So she went to his door and knocked. Teacher Joe, she called. Please, I want to see you concerning my daughter. Please, Teacher Joe, since we are busy with work, I want you to be assisting our daughter with her homework after school. We will be paying you at the end of the month, she said. He was excited about it and he accepted. And so he began to teach Miracle after school. 2 months after, the parents began to notice her academic excellence. Even in her school, the teachers are testifying that she is doing well in school. And the parents were so happy and they could not help it but buy gifts for Teacher Joe because they waited for so many years to have Miracle. They were happy to see her improve in her academics. So one day after school as usual, Miracle takes her homework to Teacher Joe's house. And this time, instead of her to sit on the chair, he told her to sit on his legs. She is 10-year-old and so she didn't understand anything. And she loves Teacher Joe. And so she sat on his legs. And then his manhood began to rise. So she asked him, Teacher Joe, what is this? She asked. Then he said, it's a toy. You can play with it. Then she began to touch it. Immediately, he could not help. Then he forced her and slept with her. She cried. She pleaded for him to stop. He didn't stop. She continued to cry. Miracle was crying so loud that it attracts the neighbors. They wonder why she was crying. And so the crying continued so loud. Meanwhile, Teacher Joe was trying to pacify her. And so the neighbors knocked and knocked, but he did not open. The neighbors in the compound could not help it. They entered Teacher Joe's room and saw Miracle crying with bloodstains on her body. Everybody was surprised. They asked her and she narrated everything that happened. The neighbors were surprised and they called her parents. They were very hot. So they called the police to arrest Teacher Joe. After the arrest, few weeks later, Miracle and her parents relocated from that place to start on a new page. Parents, watch out who you leave your children under their care, especially your daughter.